The final volume of the second year arc is just counting the days. After 9 years of serialization, we will finally see the second graduation, and also the last third of our journey. Volume 12.5 will be the conclusion of the previous 14 volumes, and also the gateway to the third year arc. However, before the actual volume came out, let's see what we already know about it. First, the volume cover. Lately, the character who appears on the cover doesn't really have anything to do with the story, but at least we know that Hiyori will appear in the next volume. She is shown with casual clothes and holding a book, probably her father's book. Knowing that we will have a three-party meeting in the spring break, there is a chance that Shina Katsumi will come to school. Hiyori's father was mentioned back in volume 9.5, and aside from Ayanokoji and Kanzaki, she is the only student whose parents' names we know officially. I don't see any important plot that will involve Hiyori, so she might just appear for a few scenes and then leave. The only big thing that may happen to her is just Ayanokoji breaking up with Kei and choose to date Hiyori, but that seems too much to happen on short notice. The next illustration is Chabashira, Ayanokoji homeroom teacher. Surprisingly, she is wearing casual clothes, so this is not a parent-teacher meeting. From the written text, it seems like she has a meeting with Ayanokoji at Kyoki Mall. I wonder what kind of meeting they have in the middle of the day at a public space. In the past, Chabashira and Ayanokoji were partners in crime, but their relationship has turned into just a regular teacher-student relationship, so there is no way they meet for a date. The last time we got a double-spread illustration of Chabashira was when Ayanokoji forced her to wear a maid uniform, so it is possible that Ayanokoji has another request this time. Maybe Ayanokoji wants to talk about his transfer class, and since this will be the last moment they had as homeroom teacher and student, Ayanokoji might want to spend more time to chit-chat, just like what he did with Horikita. And the last illustration is Ayanokoji and Ichinose. It looks like Ichinose shut herself in her room, but she let Ayanokoji enter. This is a callback to volume 11.5 first year arc, where they made a promise to meet exactly 1 year in the future. At that time, Ichinose also suffers a humiliating defeat against Ryuen, and Ayanokoji is the one who comforts her. However, I don't think this time will be that simple. Ichinose has fallen into despair after she saw Ayanokoji's true nature in the previous volume. The person she always loved and admired is actually the one who made her suffer in the past. I'm not sure if she will forgive Ayanokoji for that. Both Ryuen and Sakayanagi already made her suffer in the past, but she didn't hold any grudges towards them. But this is Ayanokoji. For Ichinose, Ayanokoji is special. In volume 11.5 first year arc, Ayanokoji said that he has something that he wants to tell Ichinose, but he will wait another year before telling her. He also made a statement that if Ichinose class falls, he will be the one who deals the finishing blow. And now, Ichinose class has fallen to the very bottom. This is the time for Ayanokoji to give her the finishing blow. However, from the previous volume, Ayanokoji stated that he wanted the 4 classes to achieve balance in the beginning of the 3rd year, which meant he wanted to help Ichinose class so they could compete with the other 3 classes. Looking at the fact that Ayanokoji already planned everything from volume 11 first year arc, maybe the one thing that he wanted to tell Ichinose is,
"Let me join your class."
I don't think Ichinose will easily forgive Ayanokoji, but for the sake of her class, she will do anything. That's what she's always been. And now, let's look at the synopsis from Classroom Elite Official X account. The first line with bold sentences is a statement from someone.
"I absolutely won't let this woman win. She can't graduate in Class A."
It's easy to guess that this line belongs to Hoshinomiya. In her monologue in the previous volume, we know that she had been holding a grudge for a long time. And now, with Chabashira class finally becoming Class A, she will do whatever is necessary to bring her down. With how much anger in her word, I hope she actually does something worth waiting for. The end-of-year special exam concluded with a major shock. However,
I want to address what's been on everyone's mind, including mine, about how Ayanokoji is intentionally causing students to be expelled.
This line is definitely student from Horikita class reacting to Mizono expulsion. It's clear from the rule that expulsion is only possible if the general really wants to do it. If Mizuno gets a chance to tell the class what Ayanokoji did to her, this might look very bad for Ayanokoji. He could defend himself by proving that Mizuno is a traitor, but Mizuno also could expose Ayanokoji in front of the whole class. She knows that Ayanokoji had been hiding his ability for the whole 2 years, so Ayanokoji's ordinary peaceful life will be over for real. I wonder if Horikita could defend him this time, but I hope Ayanokoji explains everything himself. After all, he has nothing to hide anymore.
I'm not gonna accept the outcome of that battle. It's my responsibility. I no longer have the confidence to continue leading the class.
The first line is definitely Ryuen. He has too much pride to accept a giveaway win from the previous volume. The second one could be Sakayanagi, Ichinose, or Horikita. However, the word responsibility indicates some kind of mistake, so I think Sakayanagi is the one who talks. She clearly has the upper hand against Ryuen, but she chose to lose, resulting in Class A falling from their throne. Those two dialogues might be Ryuen and Sakayanagi talking to each other to clarify their bet. Looking at the fact that Ryuen doesn't want to accept the outcome of the battle, maybe he tries to prevent Sakayanagi from leaving the school, but Sakayanagi feels responsible and chooses to step down as a leader.
I will get us to Class A, no matter what method I have to use. The possibility of us turning things around in our remaining time.
And so, each class heads into their final spring break of the second year carrying new seeds of conflict.
This one is a bit tricky. The person talking uses the word us, so they must be in the same class. However, not everyone has the confidence to say something bold like that. And the words turning things around indicate that they are currently in the bottom place. It might be Kanzaki trying to cheer Ichinose, but I already give up all hope on Kanzaki. So, I will put my money on Ayanokoji. Ayanokoji will change class, and he promises Ichinose that he will bring their class to Class A. Ichinose class should have around 700 class points. There is a 500 gap between their class and Class A. Considering that the second year arc starts with an 800 gap between Class D and Class A, bringing Ichinose class to Class A is not impossible.
It's been a while, Hyotaka. I'm glad to see you're doing well. How's school life treating you? Before spring break ends, I'll definitely. Well then, I'll take my leave for today.
I don't think Atsuomi has enough humanity to ask how Ayanokoji adapts to his school life. This person must be someone who knows Ayanokoji quite well. This person also specifically asking about his school life, meaning that he knew Ayanokoji before he enrolled in school. By natural selection, the strongest candidate will be Matsuro, Atsuomi butler who is supposed to be dead. From Volume 0, we know that Atsuomi always plans for Ayanokoji to enroll at ANHS, so Matsuo is just doing his job by suggesting Ayanokoji to enroll. There is no reason for Atsuomi to punish him. If he came to school to accompany Atsuomi, it would answer a lot of mysteries, such as why Atsuomi sent Ayanokoji to ANHS or what kind of connection Nanase Tsubasa has with Matsuo. Atsuomi will surely bring the new seed of conflict for the third year arc. However, I have no idea about the last line. I'm sure Ayanokoji is the one talking, but what he said has a lot of interpretation. He needs to do something before spring break ends. It could be transfer class, or maybe break up with K. Whatever it is, it definitely doesn't sound pleasant.